It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Football with the run. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To work up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He's loose on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, King! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back.
Your turn is settled down in the 31, and it says the offense will take over first and 10.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give on the inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The ball's headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Still running at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Down. Kill. Kill.
Toss sweep to the right. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Banner.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Looking to the big tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 23-yard line. Now,
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. It's still up by 21. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Humphreys. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
On the ground, it's Lyle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Chadwick. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they're knocking on the door.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Simpson. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Vols want to move quickly.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been...
Going for it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end now in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll move the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's got it on the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And that is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Miami.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy, and you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. To throw, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. He wants to go deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Moving past the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around. And ideally, you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football. And you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around at the right time, and he just gets a drop.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Spins away from the defense. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 13 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Miami.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
The gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going up top again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They are backed on tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. The short hands, it's Williams. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Puts it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Just keep slinging it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
The The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill and not going backwards.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Base 27 jump.
Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lyle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Let's go! Let's go!
If there's time to pad the stats. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.